A very uncomfortable subject for many, especially the GOP presidential candidates, black people. First, a question for you. What exactly is a black person? Don't think about it too much. Let's hear Rick Santorum use it in a sentence.
I don't want to make black people's lives better by giving them somebody else's money. I want to give them the opportunity to go out and earn the money.
Well, to just about everybody, it sounds like he said black people, but he walked it back in a CNN interview.
I looked at the video, and in fact, I'm pretty confident I didn't say black. What I think, I started to say a word and sort of mumbled it and changed my thought.
Play it again, Rob.
I don't want to make black people's lives better by giving them somebody else's money. I want to give them the opportunity to go out and earn the money.
All right, so you be the judge. But Rick Santorum is not the only GOP presidential hopeful who's had some explaining to do this week over remarks about black people. Newt Gingrich.
I'm prepared, if the NAACP invites me, I'll go to their convention and talk about why the African American community should demand paychecks and not be satisfied with food stamps.
Well, to be fair, the former speaker says his comments were taken out of context, and context is very important. Here's political analyst Goldie Taylor.
If you put this in the context of Newt Gingrich's entire political career, he's been saying this for 30 years. He has been saying that African Americans, by and large, are a welfare-dependent population.
And then there's Ron Paul, who usually steers clear of talking points by answering questions directly, except in this Fox News Sunday interview about his comments on the Civil Rights Act of 1964 undermining the principles of liberty.
Are you saying that the owner of a restaurant, a private restaurant, should be able to decide whether or not to serve black people?
What I'm saying is I'm challenging individuals to say what is private property. The whole thing is that's ancient history. That's been settled a long time ago, and nobody's going to go back to it. It would be the most devastating thing and stupid for people to do that. They'd lose their business. So that's
but would
really
it be wrong?
It would be wrong. It would be morally wrong. But I'm not going to throw out because I have such high regard for property rights. You have to change people's hearts and minds, but you have to understand property.
Should the answer to that question really be a 2-minute diatribe about property? Yes, context is everything for all the candidates in every situation, but some answers, especially to questions over race and discrimination, should be emphatic. The question from Fox News interviewer Chris Wallace was, do you think the owner of a restaurant should be able to decide whether or not to serve black people? A direct answer to that question, regardless of political party, would be a simple yes or no. And that's tonight's No Talking Point.